if you got drugs and a gun on you, you can be, even if the gun legal, the gun is now illegal. If you got drugs on you, your legal gun is now illegal.
Yeah. Introduction, man.
Record? Nah, not today.
You ain't give us that.
I'm the guest.
Big script.
I'm the guest,
man. Welcome to Street Liaisons, man. You know what I'm saying? Podcast with me, my boy Shawn. You know what I'm saying? Today we doing an interview on my boy, man. You know what I'm saying? Legendary in the city, man. You know what I'm saying? Got multiple books, more authors. You know what I'm saying? My boy, I mean, what can I say, man? You know what I'm saying? Like he really been putting out work, man. Since he came out here. When you got released, bro?
2013.
2013.
Well, I was on house arrest until 2014. So
you're the 10-year mark.
Yeah. I've been home 10 years. I've been home 10 years in July. Yeah, I'm over 10 years.
That's all right.
I've been free since.
That's all right.
July 8th, 2013.
That's all right.
Officially, I'll be free January 7th. I'll be free 10 years January 7th, 2024. Officially 10 years, because house arrest, technically, you still under BOP.
Okay. So you came home on house arrest?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah. Gotcha. So, man, what's up, man? What's going on, bro? What's going on, man? You all right, man?
Loving this shit, bro.
What's up, man?
This shit is happening. It's really happening.
Yeah.
I'm loving this shit, bro. Like,
what you got going on, though? I mean, we know you're an author. I mean, they probably don't know, but I definitely know that you're an author. You know what I'm saying? But other than just being an author, man, what you got going on? I mean,
just trying to get into screenwriting, working towards more so, film and how the movie industry work. I feel like we moving past books, particularly urban fiction. I feel like it's kind of getting past that time. It's time to move forward.
Yeah. More digital.
Yeah, and just not just the digital, because I will write a nonfiction book at some point. It's just the genre urban fiction. I think that genre had its time.
So, question, right? How do you feel like? First of all, when did you start writing books? Like that's the question. Like,
it's been 20 years. 2007.
So you was a writer
in prison.
So in prison. So before prison, you had no.
I was contemplating being a rapper like every other nigga in the hood.
Yeah. So you was a lyricist. You could put. I
probably could write a good poem. Like putting raps to a beat is a whole different art form.
Got you.
And I always struggled with that. I couldn't really figure out the flow part.
Yeah.
And how to make words, move a certain. I think they call it a cadence.
Yeah.
Like I always struggle with that, but
so
I can make words rhyme.
So when you write books now, it's more on the acapella, like you doing it with no beat.
Yeah, you don't need no beat.
Flowing,
you still need the flow though.
Yeah, you still flowing.
Just you don't need no beat. I couldn't ever get them words to fit on the beat right.
All right, so that was before you got incarcerated. You knew you had to.
I was a writer. I was still a writer.
Yeah,
definitely.
Gotcha. So was you the type when you rap, you was a freestyler or you
I just write. I would never rap.
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep it all the way a buck, man. I would tell people I could write rhymes, and I even kind of helped my homeboy David Day. Sometimes because he was crazy with it.
Yeah.
He was probably, and he passed away, so that's why I keep speaking on him past tense. But before I got locked up, we used to go to the studio. I kind of like, speak my piece on certain things, but for the most part, he had it. He ain't need my help for real, but I was there. I was looking into probably being like a management.
Yeah.
So that was kind of like my dream before the author shit. Like it was to see him become this great rapper that he had the potential to be.
Gotcha. So I don't want to just jump into the incarceration like that. I kind of want to go into the what before incarceration, like we know you from Shawn, the author.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like before Shawn Starling, right? Shawn Starling. Yeah, before Shawn Starling. I mean, I'm sure the streets didn't know you were Shawn Starling.
Growing up, I was Shawn for a while.
Okay.
By the time I really got into the game, one of the homies from Runaway, JB, I never forget. I walked up on him one day and he just said, "Yo, big light skinned ass." He was like, "I'm gonna call you Big L."
Yeah,
and that joint stuck. I'm talking about. I hated that name.
So Big L is really mean big light skin.
Exactly.
That make a lot of sense.
That's exactly what it means.
That make a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Big light skin. Yeah.
And that joint, I tried to curb that damn name for almost a year, and it just wouldn't go away. It's like the more I got mad about it, the more people called me that shit, and I just kept it because. And another reason I kept it was because my brother Va, he was like, "Man, you out here doing all this dirt, bro. Your name don't begin with an L. You might want to keep that joint." Wow. You know what I mean? Like, your name don't begin with no L.
Makes sense.
So if they ever looking for L or Big L, like, they gonna always be looking for somebody who
I ain't gonna lie, bro. One of the reasons, like, cause we kind of grew up in the same area. I spent time around Luxfield. You spent time around Luxfield. But probably one of the reasons why you probably don't know, because you don't know what name I went off of.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I went off of whatever the hell them people said my name was.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I didn't care. You know what I'm saying? What's your name? Q? Yeah, Q.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Quail. Yeah, Quail. You know what I'm saying? Anything, bro. I didn't care what you, long as you don't call me my name.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So
right.
I can understand it. And I'm going to tell you how that kind of hinders me now. You know what I'm saying? Because now when it's time to put my name on things, you know what I'm saying, I'm kind of hesitant, but I realize
you legit now.
I'm legit now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that was a hard transition for me. You know what I'm saying? Like how you say with your name. You know what I'm saying? Like back then in those days, like we couldn't go by a government name out
right.
there. You know what I'm saying?
And that's why. And then when I got locked up, I dropped the big. So once I got to the feds, I honestly counted jail. People was like, "What's your name, bro?" I just be like, "L."
Light skin.
Just L.
You never say light skin?
Nah, just L. Ain't nobody never. So I mean, for years, people.
They ain't never added up.
For years, people was trying to figure out what that L stood for. Like, but my middle name begin with an L, but that ain't what it was about. But yeah, people used to always be like, "Man, is your name Luther?"
Yeah. Whatever.
Lando, what's your name, bro?
Call me whatever, man.
Never gave them that.
Call me whatever, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, look, right? So, I got in contact with one of your comrades, man.
For real?
You know what I'm saying? If I can't mention no names, man. But I asked him about a story about you. I said, "Man, give me a story about L, man." And he was like, L's real nice with them numbers.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He said L to strike with them numbers. You know what I'm saying? He said, "Man, I remember being asleep one time and he just woke me up and smacked me with a stack of money." You know?
Get the fuck out of here.
I mean, is that?
I mean, when I used to hit, bro, everybody hit. The whole team hit. Like that's how we was, bro. Like we was real tight.
But you was striking the numbers though.
Yeah, I was really striking.
Wow.
5 bands here, 5 bands there. Like I had 5 bands.
What was the secret, bro?
3 times.
What was you doing?
I used to play 1 nibble and combo it for $1.
It was just your time, dog.
1 pick 4.
It was just your time, and they see what you was doing with it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It was just your time.
Honestly, like the numbers is what helped me come up in the game. Like that's where the bread came from.
Yeah. Like, striking the numbers.
Yeah, like I ain't had no plug. I ain't had nobody throwing me nothing. Like I really came up off lotto.
Yeah, they say you was nice with them cars too, man. They say you had a couple nice little.
All caddies, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Ragged ass Cadillac.
Nah, they ain't say it was ragged.
I jumped to some of the brand, like in general,
They said the shock bodies was pretty. The shock bodies was right. How many shock bodies you had?
1,
Shocked by the Cadillac.
2, 3.
We got a 94.
I had a 80. I had 3 89s, a 93, a 96. I think a 99.
What the hell you was parking all the cars at, bro?
I ain't have them all at one time.
What was you park? I know, but you had multiple cars though.
No, they was all separate times. I never
you
had like 2 cars. I always had one car.
Time.
Yeah.
You was throwing them cars somewhere. Where you storing them cars?
Nah, man. I had a couple people up in that lived in the houses outside the projects. I parked my car in front of the house.
Got you. Yeah.
I ain't really park in the hood, but yeah, that's crazy. He smacked him with some money.
Yeah. Woke him up with a stack of some money. Smacked him.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? It said you had the SLS too, man. You
Yeah, that was in 96.
Yeah,
I think that was in 96.
It said you smoked him in the hood with that one.
That was the one I got locked up in.
Get out of here. That's the one you went in the feds? Get the fuck.
That's the one I got locked up in. I got locked up. It was a state case. But the night the feds picked me up, we was in that Cadillac coming from the comedy club. You remember the comedy club was popping?
Yeah.
Man, it was coming from the comedy club. We had a whole bunch of young niggas with us. So we go in the comedy club for all of, I ain't even get a chance to buy a drink. Man, they come to the bar. Man, the youngest can't get in. So, like, damn. So we left. On our way back to the east, the police swerved around the car that was behind us to pull us. The weirdest shit was,
why y'all though?
For the warrant. It was a federal warrant out on me. It was weird as that.
They knew you, like how they know?
I don't know, bro. Like that whole situation that night is so bad.
The car was in your name?
Yeah, but the car used to be white. So it just was weird to me. I don't want to say nobody else had anything to do with that night or whatever, but the whole situation just was weird that the way they pulled that car over, knowing like how I couldn't even tell how they ran the plates. But they knew that car used to be white. The car was black when they pulled us because I got it painted.
So look, federal agents, like I mean,
it wasn't no federal. It was Chesterfield Police.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So they had to hold me to the U.S. Marshals came.
Gotcha. What the hell they sent you to that?
I was in Chesterfield jail.
But what they sent you to? Once you left Chesterfield jail, the feds came and got you.
Yeah, they came and got me and took me to Pamunkey, I think.
That's where they did all the interrogation and all this.
Nah, they ain't do no interrogation.
They already knew everything.
I just stayed in there overnight. And I saw the federal judge the next day. He went in on the prosecution like dude was already out on bond for this charge. So I don't understand why y'all put a warrant out on him. He was already out on bond. His mom signed for him. His dad signed for him. Like, if y'all had a warrant, y'all could have just served it to his house. So he didn't have no understanding on why y'all put a warrant out on him. I know why they put a warrant out on me, because that gives them more probable cause to try to catch me with something else. I know how they was thinking. But technically, like, that won't right. I don't know how illegal it is, but the judge ain't like it. So he let me get back out on bond. And judge, like feds, in the feds, they gonna either let you out on your own reconscience or you going lock up. It ain't no cash bond. Like, they not gonna say your bond is $50,000 or shit like that. They gonna either let you out on your own reconscience, give you a court date. Somebody got to sign for you.
So you can get a federal bond.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Okay.
I remember that Facebook post when people were saying,
because
the feds don't get bonds, so how you get out or something.
Yeah, I'm a state man. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, it's a difference between state and federal.
They don't give cash bonds.
Yeah.
They do give bonds, but it ain't like you can't put up a house. You can't get no bondsman. It don't work like that. He's like, look, grandma gonna sign for you. If you don't show up to court, we coming to get grandma.
Right.
So how you want to do this? And most people don't get bonds. I ain't gonna lie, like most people in the feds don't. I ain't have a scratch on my record.
Yeah.
So I'm guessing that's what helped my cause and helped me get out. But got back out for a minute, and then what happened? I think I stayed out to like February, and my lawyer hit me up and was like, "We got to go to court." So I'm like, "What we got to go to court for?" My court date ain't till whatever the date was. I can't remember. Like, I don't know. The judge want to see us, so I go to court. The prosecutor had filed a motion to dismiss my lawyer's motion. My lawyer had filed a motion to suppress because he felt like my gun was registered and the Fed shouldn't have searched me. But that ain't work because he filed it so late. For one, he filed it late.
Yeah.
And you know, the Feds do everything by the book. You gotta be on time. We ain't letting you slide with nothing. Your lawyer filed some motions late, we dismissing that shit. Like, we ain't trying to hear it. Everything gotta be in order.
Yeah.
Everything
ain't nothing like state.
Everything is in black and white.
Yeah.
Like, they don't care about first time. Like, they had a few programs for first time offenders, but not like that. Like, they really don't care about that type of stuff. Like, whatever that paper say, your guidelines is, that's what you getting. So we get to court and find out my lawyer filed all the paperwork late. They dismissed the goddamn motion. So I'm like, yo, what that mean? He like, I mean, they gonna find you guilty at trial. I'm like, damn, so what we supposed to do now? Man, long process. And in the end,
how long you was on trial for?
Man, I went to trial like a week later. And it was
booked.
It was over. I was gone.
Wow.
I was gone. 9.5 years. I was gone.
Just like that.
Just like that. Didn't get to tell my kids bye, nothing. Like, I ain't even know I was going to jail that day.
That shit hurt, man.
Yeah, it was rough.
The worst feeling in the world, man, is remember waking up in your bed the night before.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I was just in my bed, yo.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And now.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and I don't really know much about state. I don't know how state work, like, but I know the feds goddamn do everything black and white, and it is what it is.
So look. Before we get to the feds, right? I want to go back. I want to dig a little deeper, right? Because I remember at 15, man, I lost my best friend, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, that was like the first time I witnessed losing somebody. You know what I'm saying? That wasn't an elder. Mm-hmm. That somebody I actually grew up with. You know what I'm saying? That was right here. Like, like, damn, that could have been me type of thing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Can you explain to me, like, your relationship with Garrett? Like
that's crazy. I was about to say that when you say you lost somebody at 15. We lost Garrett at 15. That death changed.
Yeah, man. Who is Garrett, though, bro? Like,
Garrett Key was like everything to Accommodation Street.
Yeah. What's a combo, man? I mean, I know.
Accommodation Street is Mosby Court. Accommodation Street.
That's where you grew up at.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, he was everything to the block.
Okay.
He was like and he was 15, but it's just back then it ain't seem like he was that young.
Yeah.
I think he younger than me, maybe by a few months or something.
What yes. What I mean, I
he just had a presence about himself. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And we knew he was about that life. At 15, he was like so mature for his age. You know, he was what you look up to growing up. Like, if you got that friend you look up to, he was that at 15.
That's wild. It seemed like all the ones that leave at that age, they always beyond that age.
He was different.
Yeah.
And like I said, his death like really changed the whole block. Not just me, not just his family. Like, I'm pretty sure his family way harder than everybody else. I'm not gonna take that from. But like, I seen it, like, because I grew up in church, right? So by me growing up in church, it kind of made my perspective like a person outside looking in, because I was on the block, but I wasn't from I grew up in a different world.
Yeah.
I grew up in a world that was real spiritual, real churchified. I was in church 3 days, 4 days a week.
Yeah.
Like, so when I got to the hood, it was a lot of things. Well, I grew up in the hood, but it wasn't. When I was really starting to be around, and as we getting older, you know, people doing different stuff. You know, we ain't just playing basketball no more. We ain't just playing football no more. Now we doing crazy shit, selling dummies and all types of shit that niggas do in the hood. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that gave, just growing up in church gave me a perspective almost. So I could see things that people, if you in it, you can't really see it like I could, because I was in it, but I was like 1 foot in, 1 foot out, real like conflicted, you know, because of the way I grew up versus the way who I was becoming.
Yeah.
So I saw how he changed the whole landscape of Accommodation Street. His death really affected everybody, including me. It kind of, for me, it made me feel like I was no longer innocent. You know what I mean? Like, you're not an innocent little kid no more. You can, and it kind of
it can happen.
Yeah, and it makes you buckle down. You know, like, oh nah, I gotta get thorough. I gotta puff my chest out. You know what I mean? Like, I gotta watch my back. I gotta be one of them.
Yeah.
When I ain't feel like that at first, but so yeah, it just stripped us of a lot of innocence. Like, none of us felt innocent anymore. We knew we weren't kids no more. At least we was though, but we just didn't feel like it.
Yeah.
I didn't know you knew Gar.
So we
Research.
I remember the name. So when I stepped on the scene, you know what I'm saying, that name still was.
Gar lived on Roger Street.
Yeah, that name still was ringing. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? So it was like, you know how you hear a name but you don't never, you know what I'm saying?
Well, me and Gar's brother was real close. His older brother Lamont. Like, Lamont knew I was a church boy. He knew I was kind of like not really of the streets like everybody else. He was real overprotective of me. Like, you couldn't say nothing to me. Lamont going crazy. Like, nah, bro. Like, that's who he was.
Yeah.
But Lamont was a fighter. You know what I mean? Lamont, I mean, I ain't saying he won't with the bullshit, but this is when we was still fighting. I'm gonna put it like that. It was still a lot of fighting going on.
Guns down, hands up.
Yeah, Lamont was a fighter. You know what I mean?
Good ass whooping, man. It was different back then, man. I think the difference now is the camera. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
definitely.
Like, at first when you get your ass whooped, it won't no camera. We couldn't post it. You know what I'm saying? Now you get your ass whooped, man. That shit going.
Get embarrassed. Get embarrassed. But the camera changed everything, bro.
Yeah, it did.
Think about it, like, these young niggas out here today, they ain't that much worse than we was. It's just they recorded
everything.
So everything looks like it's so much bigger than what it is.
I knew the game was over, man, when they came out in the flip phones, man. You could take a picture of somebody that's standing outside and send it to somebody else. Like, I knew it was over then. I said, wow, the game really, picture mail. The game really changing. Like, yeah, it's over.
I think that joint, the flip phone had just hit right when I got locked up.
Get out of here. So you went to jail right when the flip phone.
I had a flip phone. I had one.
Yeah.
It was new and it was like impressive. Like, oh, you that nigga.
Yeah, no, they came in. Their marketing was crazy when they came in.
Matter of fact, I think I got locked up right after the church.
Yeah.
It was the flip phone. Then I think it was like the church phone.
Yep. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yeah. Church. Can you hear me now? Yeah.
I remember the whole Fairfield had the church phone.
Man, what? The next tails.
Yeah, the whole Fairfield.
You couldn't tell nobody know what the walkie-talkie.
Where you at?
Then we found out police chirping right with us. You say you where?
Yeah, they definitely.
It was chirping right with us, man.
No bullshit.
But yeah, so, all right. You know what I'm saying? That happens. You know what I'm saying? Like, what put that drive in you to? You say you was into the church, 1 foot in, 1 foot out. What put that drive in you to hustle? Like, I mean, I heard you say with the lottery tickets, but I mean, you could have taken.
That was before. I had that hustler spirit before the lottery ticket. That's kind of like what helped me,
Yeah.
you know, become bigger fucking drug dealer. I guess that's what you could call it.
Yeah, yeah.
But just not having nothing, bro. Like environment, you know how that go. Like you don't got shit, and everybody around you got shit, and this is how they getting it. I want it too.
Yeah.
Even though, you know, like I said, I always grew up conflicted because, like in the back of my mind, that church stuff, it sticks with you, bro. Like it sticks with you. I don't. It's still to this day, like it don't just go away. Like it sticks with you. Like it gives you a conscience, it gives you a complex.
Yeah.
But I think the hunger just talk a little louder. That's all. You know. So I remember just trying to be good to people in the hood, just to feeling like I was balancing my karma.
Yeah.
Doing stuff like that. That's why I'm pretty sure you could find plenty of, but they ain't young now. They probably 30-ish now. Yeah, about 30s. You can probably find a couple of them like, man, you used to goddamn do this for us. I remember you did this for me. I remember you. A lot of that stuff I don't even remember doing.
Yeah, it's just second nature.
Yeah, and just me trying to feel like, let me just do some good.
Mm-hmm. For the bad.
Yeah. And that's how I always felt, like just.
And that definitely come from the church. Put out
yeah,
there. Yeah,
just trying to, you know, that man, he used to make my day to make people day. Like for real, like all the time. Like I remember just being at the ice cream truck, just
for real. To be honest, like
shit.
when I ain't really feeling so joyful and cheerful, you know what I'm saying? That's what I do. You know what I'm saying? Like I go out there and
try to make somebody day, man.
You know what I'm saying? Like mine's messed up. You know what I'm saying? So maybe I can help somebody else.
And when you do that, it kind of remind you that, you know, your problem ain't as bad as you think it is.
Real talk.
You know what I'm saying? There's other people who would love to have your problems.
Real talk. So look, we will fast forward a little bit, right? You in the feds. You know what I'm saying? Like, everything going on in the feds. Like, when did you actually get a chance to actually sit down and realize, like, you got 9 years? So when you went into there, I know they said 9 years. Well, they ain't say 9 years. How many months they said?
They said 123 months.
Sheesh. 100. So that judge.
So it was 10 years, 3 months, but with the good time, I think the crack law had knocked 3 months off. Good time knocked like 6 months off, something like that.
Yeah.
So that's how it was like 9 years. 9 years, 6 months, some shit like that. 9 years, 8 months. I don't even think the good time knocked the whole 6 months off. It was.
So look, so you get this time. You go back there to the feds. You back in the back now. Oh, this is a question I want to know. Do they have paperwork parties? Like, do the feds have? So when you stepped into the feds, the people already knew.
See, the thing is, I always keep my experience 100, bro. I won't in no medium high. I won't in no penitentiary.
Yeah.
I was in an FCI that didn't have a fence, so it was technically the only reason they called it an FCI because it had 1,500 people.
Gotcha.
But technically, it's a camp.
Gotcha.
You know, it wasn't a penitentiary. It didn't need a gate because it was in a hole in a mountain.
So get the fuck out.
So basically, I mean, if you athletic, like people ran up the hill to get back.
You athletic.
I mean, ain't no anybody just running up that hill, bro. Like,
he said you athletic.
You in good shape. Like you gotta really train.
Yeah. D1. Yeah, D1.
No, like if you the people that was going to get the bags, like the bags with the cigarettes and
they were going up the hill to go get
and the cell phones, like won't know anybody just going up that hill and get that.
Yeah.
Because for one, you gotta run through these woods up a hill, and like my homeboy did it and fell in a swamp. Came back to the fucking compound, had the shit with mud up this high and one boot missing. So I couldn't get my boot out the fucking water.
So you had to leave.
So he left it. He came back with one boot missing. Like this shit was crazy. Like you won't just run it. Like we used to look up and see the traffic. You could see the traffic on the mountain. Like I'm talking about looking up how some of these buildings is out here.
Wow.
So you know, won't know anybody just running up that jank. But technically, like I said, it was a camp.
So getting into your bed, like, you know what I'm saying, getting into the 9 years. When did you realize, what year was it that you realized that you got 9 years? Like, I know you know soon as you went in there, but when did it really settle in?
So I went to trial. So I got 2 appeals and another 2255 I can file, basically to try to get my case back in court.
You don't know what that is, bro. I'm told
2255 is a motion saying, my lawyer. Remember I told you my lawyer filed all my shit late.
Yeah.
So the 2255, that's the last process. First I gotta appeal it. I gotta figure out grounds to appeal. Did all that. They denied me. So then you can appeal to the Supreme Court. Did the same thing. You gotta have different grounds. You can't use the same grounds.
Yeah.
Supreme Court, like, nah. 2255 goes back to the federal judge that sentenced you.
Gotcha.
And it's based on ineffective assistance of counsel. So basically that's saying your lawyer did something wrong. And I thought I was going to win that because, like, you did. You filed my shit late.
Yeah.
So the judge basically denied that too, and he said the reason he denied it was because he admitted that my lawyer messed up, but he was like, even if he would have got it right, I would have denied it because they could search you for seeing the gun because you was on RHA property. So if you got drugs and a gun on you, you can be, even if the gun legal, the gun is now illegal. If you got drugs on you, your legal gun is now illegal.
Yeah.
And you don't have no rights when you own RHA property. You automatically surrender their rights because at the time RHA was giving the police authority to basically say, look, anything looking suspicious out here,
pull up on it.
Do what you want. It's our property. They out here. So now if I was standing in my yard, my private property, and the police ride past and see my gun and decide to jump out, now I got a case because it's my private property. Yeah. Like, you can't just come in my fucking yard because you saw a gun. But yeah, so that's
so getting into a bit like.
So, that's what I was getting to. So that's why I said it took 3.5, almost 4 years to fight all that. So that was like a long.
So you already in the feds
fighting my case. Like all these appeals I'm filing, I'm in the feds.
Yeah.
So that shit was just like so long, bro. Like I'm gonna say, about 3.5, almost 4 years. And when I lost everything, bro, all the appeals, the 2255, finally lost everything. I was like, it was like a weight lifted off me, man. Like my time went by so fast after that. You would think losing all that would, have a nigga down.
Nah, but it's the point of you think you going home.
Every day.
Yeah, so
I'm at mail call every day. I'm listening because when you get legal mail, they call you up to the front. You can't go to the regular mail. You got to come up front. So I'm listening for my name every day. Like
it's stressful.
Yeah.
So when you got that time, we found everything
everything settled.
Yeah,
man,
so
like that was the moment I was like, I got 5 years left. I'm good. I'll be all right.
So when did you start writing?
Day one.
So soon as trial.
As soon as I made it to commissary.
Wow.
I bought a bunch of these long ass yellow pads. You probably see them. Like they super.
Legal pads.
Legal pads. That's exactly what they is. So I think the first time I went to commissary, I bought 3. It took me about a month to fill them up.
So look, how many books do you have?
9 published and 1 on the way, so it'll be 10.
So you got So when you got that first legal pad, was that one of your books or?
Yeah, that was Real Recognized Real.
Get out of here.
Yeah.
Real Recognized Real. Let me see if I got any books in here. Did you bring the books with you?
I ain't bring none with me.
You ain't bring no.
Not
so
one.
how can we find your books, bro? Where books?
Amazon, bro.
Amazon.
You can search my name on Amazon, bro.
Okay.
Like,
what's your name?
Shawn Starling on Amazon.
Okay.
Everything on there.
Look you up on Amazon.
Yeah.
And I can get a book on Amazon.
Yeah.
All right, man. Cause I got since you didn't bring any books.
Yeah, I can't bring no books.
You know what I'm saying? I brought some books.
Oh, you bought some?
I brought some books. You know what I'm saying? I brought a couple books.
He went in the bag on me. He got a bag in the cup.
Man brought me a couple books, man. You know what I'm saying? I've been supporting for a while. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So you said Real Recognized Real.
That's on.
This is the last book, right?
Yeah,
this is the latest one, right?
Yeah.
So this book number 9.
That's book number 9.
And number 10 coming.
Yeah, nephew.
Okay, This y'all. what I'm saying? You want to talk to us about Unc? I mean, this your latest project.
Yeah, we can talk about it. What you want to know?
Yeah, I mean.
So kind of came from where I'm at in my life. Truthfully, I don't have I have nephews on my father's side, nephews on my fiance's side. Like,
So what's Unc about though? I mean,
it's about being that old head that still got it, but could be perceived as washed up.
yeah.
But just still got a reputation.
So most of your books are basically hood novels, or
Yeah,
for real?
yeah. It's all hood.
So basically, if I want to know about who Shawn is,
Yeah,
I can read.
All of them got parts of me in it,
Yeah.
but I wouldn't say they not based on my life 100%. Nah.
I ain't saying your life, but where'd you get the
My
information?
perspective.
With you being locked up, where do you get, like, how many books did you write while you was locked up?
7, 8. I only wrote 7, yeah, because I wrote 3 since I've been home. So I wrote 7 in that.
So you wrote 7 books while being locked up in a cage.
Yeah.
Where you can't, like, where you get the...
All that was basically my childhood experiences and my street experiences.
Gotcha.
And sometimes, man, I ain't gonna lie, man, sometimes stories start telling themselves. Like, I started off with, everything I've been through, everything me and my homies, like, some of that stuff. But, man, you get to writing, man, sometimes the pens just move, bro. I ain't like, it was like a ghost writing that shit, bro. Like, cause sometimes the stories just take place for themselves, bro. Like, so it started off one way, but then I started developing storylines as the series went on, especially with Real Recognize Real, because.
So you say you got what? You got 9 books. I'm missing 4.
You missing all the Real Recognize Real, except for part 1. You got part 1 in your.
Oh, you had 2 Real Recognize Real?
It's 5 of them.
Wow, that's what I'm missing.
Yeah, you missing the whole series.
So I got Wrestling Demons, right? When this came out?
That's the first book I wrote when I came home.
Get out of here. Wow.
That's the first book I wrote actually on the streets.
Wrestling Demons, yo.
Yeah.
That's all right.
And Wrestling Demons, that's where I was at. When I came home, that's what I was doing. I was Wrestling Demons, like struggling, trying to be legit, still feeling like I want to be back in the streets.
Yeah.
Got people that care about me, but like still dealing with like pride and all that type of stuff, man, that character deal with. Like, so that joint was real, what you call it? That was I can't get the word. Therapeutic. That's what I'm looking for. Wrestling Demons was like therapy.
Needed that.
Yeah, I had to get that shit out of me.
Needed that took you back to when you first started writing, when you was rapping. You know what I'm saying? Like,
it's just like it be these words in me, bro, and I gotta get it out. I gotta get it out. Like,
what is it? Vigilante.
That joint ain't that hood, man. I mean, it is, but that was my first attempt at trying to write a detective novel. I tried it.
Get out of here.
Yeah, I tried to write a murder mystery.
So this is a script.
No, it's a book. What you mean?
I mean, this could be possibly a script, though.
Yeah, definitely. I bought that. The detective in that book is in this book.
Okay.
Doing something totally like kind of like, but it ain't really. They don't really go together. But I just kind of used them again because he was an intriguing character. So I
got the first Real Recognize Real, man.
Right.
I love this cover, man. You know what I'm saying?
Those my real homies on that cover.
That's wild, bro. That's wild, bro. How they felt? They seen it?
Yeah, man.
How they felt?
That
they
was
made
just,
it.
Yeah, that was something different. Like, niggas in the hood ain't doing that.
Yeah,
you know
that was big, bro.
Being on a rap cover, that's something we seen. Like, nobody never seen that.
Yeah, that's big, bro.
Like,
that's big.
We on a book cover, bro. I remember the day we was shooting for it. My man Lil D brought his camera out. He just was out there taking shots. D get his camera, he going crazy with it. He just taking shots. Like, we don't know where these pictures going.
Yeah.
He just like, let's try this, let's try that. So that picture right there, like the one at the top.
Yeah.
he was like, he told Taymon, he was like,
Oh, I ain't even realize this was a person in it. I just seen the gun. Hey, this man, this get better and better, man.
yeah, this picture right here. He laid down and looked up and said, all right, I want you to stand over top of me and point at me.
Yeah.
Like you got a gun. And he took the picture like this. And I sent it to the graphic design dude, and he came back with that. I was like, God, he smoked that picture.
He did, man. He talking about we got to wrap it up, bro. But, you know what I'm saying? The hot cement. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
another part of my life where I was not really into the streets no more. I wanted to write a book from a perspective of a man that's just trying to do the right thing.
Yeah.
And that one was street. He wasn't street.
Yeah.
But he made some mistakes. And he had one son that he was raising right, but his son had a brother. Okay, so he messing with this girl. The girl started getting high. Before she started getting high, she had his son. So he took his son. Like, boom, this is my son. She have another child while she out there getting high. So now this child is a product of the streets.
Yeah.
Like his son, not so much a product of the streets,
yeah.
but he's loyal to his little brother.
Yeah.
So he's like, it's that yin yang, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's why I was like, man, I wanted to create something about a guy that's just working a 9 to 5 and struggling with different shit. And things males go through that we don't talk about.
It don't seem like we never have enough time, dog. You know what I'm saying? Like we gotta wrap this one up, man.
We got a part 2 coming though. We can definitely get into it.
We're gonna have to, cause it's a whole lot of things that I wanted to address that I couldn't. You know what I'm saying?
Man, my life, man, you might need 4 parts. Man.
Yeah, I already know. I already know. But look, before we go though, right? You know what I'm saying? Like inspiring. Like, what would you tell somebody that's inspired to write books? Like honestly though, like far as financially, you know what I'm saying? Like, would you advertise? Would you promote somebody that's inspiring artists to write books, or would you promote them more to do more what you talking about doing?
Film?
Yeah.
Man, because writing is writing. I feel like writers are gonna write. Yeah. That's the thing. Like nobody's just gonna start.
So you don't think AI gonna take over books? I know it's another subject.
Yeah, but it's like it's gonna be missing the genuine feeling.
You can't never take feeling.
The soul gonna be missing.
Yeah.
The soul gonna always be missing.
Everything's gonna be automatic.
It's gonna sound so professional.
So for an aspiring artist, I mean aspiring writer,
author or writer,
writer or something. I mean, how do you get him? How does he get in that space? You know what I'm saying? Like,
he's got to start writing.
Like, how does he like? He got with a lot going on. You know what I'm saying? With a lot going on, how do you get yourself in that space to sit down and say, "This is what I'm gonna do"?
Start writing. It's no other answer, bro. Like, I promise you, ain't no other answer.
Yeah, just start writing.
You gotta start writing, and everything. If everything going on around you is a distraction, then write that. Write the fucking distraction.
Yeah.
Write that down.
Yeah.
This shit blowing. Oh, okay. I'm gonna write that. Just start writing, bro. Because once you get everything out of you and it's on paper, now you dealing with clay. You can mold clay. You know what I'm saying?
I like that.
You can turn clay into whatever you wanted to.
Yeah, I like that.
But if you don't got no clay, then
you gonna turn it to?
You don't got nothing.
Yeah.
You gotta get it out of you. I don't care what it is, man.
I appreciate you, bro. You know what I'm saying? Real talk, man. I can't wait till the next episode,
This shit
man.
is fucking happening.
Man, it's definitely happening, bro. It's definitely happening. Hey, before we go, though, this is sponsored by True Phase, 2010 East Main Street. Come get your hair cut. Come get you some. Anybody can get it.
Anybody. You better
Let's
book an appointment, though.
Hey, stop.